8.6 and 102.6, the best FM station in town, where you can capture hundreds and thousands of potential customers with a wider coverage around the country. Advertise today and get your targeted customers. For more information, call 9933263, 9957255 or 4497331 and 9906445. GRTS Digital FM.
Welcome back to GRTS News. To news from beyond our borders now. The death toll in Syria continues to rise, with opposition groups there saying more people have been killed on Sunday. Meanwhile, activists in the city of Homs have been given a choice by their government: and protest in 72 hours or face military action. Western independent news networks like CNN are not allowed in Syria, so CNN's Jim Clancy managed to get more on the situation in Syria from across the Lebanese border.
Some of them are just waiting and watching. Others have made the decision some time ago, Tyler, get out. And they have come to this village among many others. This is called Al-Rama. We are right on the Syrian border, just a short distance away behind me. And they have come here because many of them fear for the lives of their children. There's about 18 families in a school where I am. Of course, right now we are the center of attention in this small village. But it points out the fears that people have. Some have decided to flee. Others are trying to stick it out. A lot of people wonder. You talked a little bit there about the doctor who was killed as he was trying to leave Syria. Well, last night there was a woman, yesterday afternoon late, there was a woman who was killed, and she was returning to this area as a refugee. After about 6 months living in Lebanon, she tried to go back for a single day. Her husband had earlier been in prison. He was a local preacher. He was accused of instigating trouble and opposition to the government. Of course, they joined the protests. But when she went back to see her relatives yesterday, coming back, she was apparently intercepted by a Syrian intelligence agent. An eyewitness claims he saw her shot, went across the border, an illegal crossing, and took the body back, tried to take it to a hospital, but the woman passed away. So the life on this border, very difficult, and people still very fearful about what's going to happen next in their country. It hasn't been, thus far, we've seen delaying tactics, to be sure. The borders have been somewhat shut down. We know that the Arab League has been discussing this, but people don't have faith that more talk is going to do the job, Tyler. They're looking for some kind of action. Sanctions are taking a toll. That is clear. But the regime is also entrenched. It wants to stay in place, and it's divide and rule. Right now, Homs is the center. They're hoping to calm things down there, to stop the uprising in that city, and in that way discourage other cities from joining in. Tyler?
Voters in Ivory Coast went to the polls today to elect a new parliament. More than 5 million people are expected to vote in the polls, but the party of former President Laurent Gbagbo has boycotted the election. Local journalist Eric Añaro earlier spoke with CNN on the day's developments.
The boycott because the party of Laurent Gbagbo condemned the fact that most of its leaders are in prison with their assets frozen. So according to Laurent Gbagbo's party, they cannot participate, into this election. And also because they think that the security conditions are not here to allow a serene vote. So far it's peaceful, and I'm right now in a poll station, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Education also are here to cast their vote. But since this morning, Ivorian, when it comes to Abidjan, the commercial capital, didn't really go out to vote. Some people are saying just because maybe they are attending masses, they are at church. But remember, during the presidential election, early morning, as soon as the polls were open, people crowded the place. So the parliamentary election also doesn't have much at stake, because here the parliament is really a Queen of England.
And back to the home front and to sports now. Bara, SL and Mayamba, BEM, lost narrowly to Brikama in their debut game in the Gambia Football Association organized Super Nawetan competition. Ndai Busso was at the KG5 mini stadium and she reports BEM played a hard fourth game, but the 45th minute penalty goal was enough for Brikama to register their first win over the North Bank representatives.
Zone is one of the 3 new debutants in the Gambia Football Association organized 2011 Super Nawetan competition. The debutants played their first game against the veteran in the tournament Brikama on Friday at the KG5 mini stadium in Banjul and was attended by a good number of football dignitaries. Brikama zonal side enters this particular tournament with increased expectation as the core of this side is built on the town's first division side that emerged champions of the first division league. The decision by the coaches worked well for them as the BEM players find it hard to penetrate the Brikama 3-man defense. The Kamba Central side fashioned what was a decent opportunity which was squandered by Omar Bojan in the 34th minute. Brikama then took the lead. Landing Dabo alias Del Pero scored for his side from the penalty spot. The inclusion of Idrissa Sankafei in the BEM side proved to provide the team with renewed confidence as he supplied the team with a range of creative outlets. Despite their efforts, Brikama held on to their 1-0 lead to record their 3 points. Both coaches hope their teams will improve on their performances as the zonal championship enters its second group matches. Brikama and BEM both have one ultimate aim, and that is to qualify to the semi-finals from Group B. But they will know that in order to achieve such feats, they will have to be at their best in the competition. For GRTS News, I am Debuso.
Quick check of the sports then. Before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Products bearing the label Made in the Gambia have taken center stage in the 5th International Trade Fair organized by the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. International volunteers have outlined their contributions to the entrenchment of peace in former conflict zones in the first ever UN State of the World's Volunteerism Report. Ivory Coast's 5 million odd registered voters have been heading to polling booths to elect a new legislature, but the party of former President Laurent Gbagbo is not among the contending parties. And the Syrian government has issued an ultimatum to residents of the besieged city of Homs, urging them to end the protest in 72 hours or face an all-out military onslaught. You can follow that story and other GRTS programs live at our website, that is at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. Thank you for joining us. That's all in the news. Good night. And builders the opportunity to place orders for its profile allozing roofing sheets in the length of their choice to avoid untidy joints and leakage. The sheets come in brown, white, green, red and blue and have matching ridge caps. We are the industry leaders and our rates are unbeatable. Remember, Gambia Electrical Company Limited has in stock a range of high-quality electrical fittings and appliances like fridges and freezers, gas cookers, LCD TV sets and sanitary materials. Our outlets are one-stop shop for quality electrical fittings and appliances. Our secluded self-catering aqua suites located off the strategic Senegambia area and relatively close to the Banjul International Airport are fully furnished. Our rooms are air-conditioned and are fitted with fans. The complex has a standby generator and backup solar facilities. Gambia Electrical Company Limited, your number one stop shop for all your electrical and roofing products.
The Gambia welcomes for the first time an international beauty pageant, Miss West Africa International, featuring 24 ambassadors of West Africa origins.
This is an emergency.
This event to be co-hosted by Nollywood Awards-winning actress Nse Ikpe Etim and Vox Africa presenter Olafemi Bella. Miss West Africa will feature popular artists such as Adi Wuza of Senegal, Slam of Nigeria, Homeboy Sembu Suso and Moja with supporting comedian Baba de Baba from Nigeria. It will take